AI facial recognition is getting really, really scary.
The artificial intelligence program can identify someone from an image in seconds. It matches faces of unknown people to their online photos.
There is an AI app where you can take a picture of somebody and it will show you every picture ever taken of that person, even if the person's like in the background of some picture.
Two of the most prominent websites that are fueled by this new wave of artificial intelligence that are used to detect some extremely accurate facial recognition are Clearview AI and PimEyes.
Clearview AI is a facial recognition platform that contains more than 3 billion images from the public internet. It is used by law enforcement agencies to generate investigative leads.
Clearview AI, they work primarily with law enforcement. They use their technology to scope out child predators. And then on the other end, there is PimEyes, which launched in 2017. It's a Polish startup.
People are using a website called PimEyes for reverse image searches. PimEyes went ahead and launched for public use in 2017.
PimEyes is crazy because they have a membership like Netflix. You can pay $29.99 a month. For a single use, you can pay $15 a month. That is the site where you can upload a picture of somebody. It could be of yourself or somebody else. And it will literally scour the internet and find that person in all their pictures, which is nuts.
So for example, suppose you have a couple and the wife suspects the husband's cheating or whatever. And so she puts his picture in and all of a sudden there's this picture of him in the background in Las Vegas at some casino.
It could actually be used for good. Think about the case of missing kids.
I mean, when face recognition gets it right and leads them to the right person, then clearly that's a good, right? That helps keep society safe.
You could put these cameras up in a crowded mall.
I could see this being really great for online daters.
Some use it to find attractive strangers, keep tabs on their digital presence, or investigate dating app matches. Others with more sinister intentions could use it for stalking.
People saying that they are who they are, but they're not. And you upload and then you realize it's a total fake profile.
I had a friend who actually just used it for that exact thing, and she found out the guy that she was going to meet off Hinge had 2 arrest records, both mugshots found.
Oh my God, I never thought of that with mugshots.
Mugshots, yeah, public records.
But this is actually really scary for women, though. Like, what if some creeper able to get a picture of a woman and put it up there, and then all of a sudden he can start learning
or know where you are in real time?
That's what I'm saying, yes.
What about witness protection programs, right? I mean, if you're going into that, you're going to have to go get a whole facial, surgery.
That's really true. I never thought of that.
I hadn't even considered that.
And undercover work.
And undercover work, too.
It's such a safety risk. I can't imagine that a tech like this would be allowed to stand without some sort of interference. Yeah, some regulation from the government.
Every criminal, when they meet with someone they might think is undercover, they're just going to take a surreptitious picture and put it up.
At Clearview AI, our mission is to support law enforcement to make where we live, work, and play a safer place.
Clearview AI is my biggest concern, considering that it's connected to law enforcement. Their mission statement is to help reduce crime, fraud, and risk to create safer communities and ensure secure commerce and enhance our national security and military defense. Now, the problem with that is that AI is known to not be able to successfully identify images and pick up speech patterns of non-white people. So now, this can be the foundation of the new racial profiling. You implement AI in law enforcement to prevent these type of things, but it's almost like giving an old demon some new horns.
Clearview says, you may be worried about our technology, but it's just used by police departments to catch terrorists and keep you safe. But if we know anything from the history of technology, it's that the initial intended use is not the only use.
Clearview has that nicey mission statement like, oh, we're here for law enforcement to help the world. They initially weren't just for law enforcement, but they got busted for selling access to their database to private companies.
You gotta track the money back, actually, because a lot of these companies that are, like you're saying, are putting forward good, what they're really doing is just collecting a massive amount of data. You would be shocked at the underbelly of effort that goes into trying to preserve collection of that data.
Okay, let's test it.
Let's test it.
Yeah, this is creepy.
We're gonna test it with Ben.
Are we sure we want to know what comes up?
Why? Because I'm like the most whitewashed, saintly of you all, because other photos are gonna come up.
Oh.
I don't know what's more shocking to have so many photos or so many unflattering ones like gathered.
Yeah, these are really great.
Or the fact that it looks like you posted them all.
Clearview, was the first company to do this, but they kind of crossed this line, broke this taboo, and now we're seeing other companies do it. There's public face search engines now that are accessible to anybody.
This is the end of privacy.
Well, we've already passed that threshold.
The concept of obscurity is a context in which information has a very low probability of being found or understood by people that you don't want to find or understand.
While we're on the topic of privacy, a professor from Northeastern University, Woodrow Hartzog, and he said that he doesn't see a future where we harness the benefits of face recognition technology without the crippling abuse of the surveillance that comes with it.
The surveillance is already here.
It's over.
George Orwell called this, okay, in 1984. What a prophetic and visionary genius. He called it a century ago.